Welcome to the Plant-Based Podcast. Did you know that plants are truly amazing? Not only can you grow them and eat them, you can also wear them, drink them, nourish your skin with them, and so much more. Let Ellen and Michael inspire you to love plants as much as they do, as they chat with the movers and shakers in this wonderful plant-based world. So, let's dig in.
Brought to you with Lava Light. Whether you're a novice gardener, specialist grower, or houseplant enthusiast, Lava Light can help you to nourish and protect your plants all year round. The collection comprises 8 different horticultural growing media and pest control products, each continually offering the same natural benefits from thermal protection and moisture retention to soil conditioning and continued nutrient boosts. Derived from volcanic deposits, Lava Light is completely natural and sustainable. Look out for it online or in your local gardening stores. Welcome to the Plant-Based Podcast News,
your horticultural news roundup for the week.
A new study has shown that native Carex plants are a must-have for gardeners, and they can potentially be a replacement for grass lawns. A new 4-year study conducted at the Mount Cuba Center evaluated 70 different types of Carex and found the top variety is the wood sedge, which will cope well in sun and shade.
The Young Horticulturalist of the Year competition for 2023 has been launched by the Chartered Institute of Horticulture. The competition is open to anyone across the UK and Ireland who will be under 30 on the 31st of July 2023. Students, apprentices, anyone working in the industry is a great opportunity to test horticultural knowledge and network with a wide range of individuals from across the industry. The winner of the competition gains the title of Young Horticulturalist of the Year and will receive a £2,500 travel bursary as well, provided by the Shropshire Horticultural Society. If you'd like to find out more, go to www.horticulture.org.uk.
RHS Wisley are bringing back their popular houseplant takeover, which is going to brighten those February months. This year's theme is Deep Sea Dive, and it begins on the 4th of February. So brace yourself for a fantastic display and lots of take-home ideas.
The government is setting out measures in a 5-year strategy to protect Britain's plant health, native species and biosecurity, as invasive pests and disease pose a mounting threat to food security, trade and nature. Figures show that plants provide an annual value of $15.7 billion to the UK. Officials will step up online monitoring of the trade in plants to stop pests and diseases entering the country as part of a new plant health action plan.
After a 3-year absence, the world's horticultural trade event, the IPM Essen, was back. With 1,300 exhibits from 46 countries, there was lots to see. And I've been right in the thick of it myself, and I'm reporting on my top 10 plants later in this episode.
Hundreds of thousands of children will create wildlife artworks at 500 UK museums to raise their awareness of the threat to nature and the environment. FKA Twigs is one of the artists who will then recreate the children's pieces for a mass digital artwork. The Wild Escape will be the largest ever UK museum project, and it's inspired by BBC One's new series Wild Isles with Sir David Attenborough, which will show how important UK nature is to the world. it's me, Ellen Mary. I'm here to tell you all about people, plants, well-being, where you can find your magic through the power of plants and nature. We have a well-being retreat coming up on the 21st to the 23rd of April. It's in Norfolk in the UK, and it's all about reconnecting, resetting, and rejuvenating yourself through immersive nature experiences. There's going to be guided walks, there's going to be foraging talks and walks, bathing under the stars, evening time walks, mindful gardening sessions, plants and crafts, plant-based foods. Everyone's going to feed off the amazing group energy, and it's all set in private woodland. It is going to be epic. You can even get a massage, you can opt in for a Reiki session or hypnotherapy as well. So check it out, peopleplantswellbeing.com, click on Wellbeing Retreats, and you'll find all the information you need to join us on the Wild Wellbeing Retreat.
So, I'm here on my own, not doing a gossip with Ellen this week because I may or may not be skiing. At the very least, I'm in France where there's snow. Having a kind of holiday, but of course, I'll still be looking at my emails from time to time and the social medias, you know. Had a great week at IPMS, and I know I've told you a bit about that stuff in the gossip this last week, but I'm going to put my favourite plants into a bit of a top 10 as well. Remember that you can have a little look in Substack if you want to find out more at any time, and my Substack is called New Plants News. Very, very simple. So, let's get on with the chart.
10.
So, at number 10 is a variegated daisy. Now, this was on the Landguard stand, and this is very unique with double daisy flowers, just like a really fancy bellis, but the foliage was marbled, much like an ajuga.
9.
At number 9, the 2-in-1 white splash from PAC Elsner. Very, very interesting pelargonium, which has a flower very like the St. George's Cross.
8.
At number 8, we've got Hydrangea Dolly Buster with the most unusual PR launch I've ever seen. Dolly Buster is an adult film star, and the hydrangea is a lovely pink variety from Cordes.
7.
At number 7, a poinsettia that isn't red, it's orange. From Selecta in Germany, Christmas Surprise has a very unique shade of orange, but I think that means it will look even more red in a dark Christmas room.
6.
At number 6, we've got the new Navajo Princess Mangava. It's probably my favourite yet, with these gorgeous cream-edged leaves with loads and loads of spots. The Mangava is great for indoors and outdoors, and it is picking up awards all over the place.
5.
At number 5, we've got the Circis Carolina Sweetheart. I didn't see the plant in person, but I did find it in a catalogue. It's a gorgeous Circis. It has variegated purple leaves that are heart-shaped, really unique. And on the back of Eternal Flame that won that prize at Chelsea, I think this has got a bright future.
4.
At number 4, we've got the hardy passion fruits from Lubera in Switzerland. Really, really tasty, decorative, and can be grown outdoors over the winter.
3.
Now, getting to the top 3. At number 3, we've got Georginanthus Midnight Pearl. This could be the next top houseplant. It has deep purple, very sexy foliage. It's really easy care, waxy foliage as well, long-lasting, tough, durable, and it looks really good.
2.
At number 2, we've got the Begonia Space Star series. This is from Bacon Camp in the Netherlands. Very, very interesting plants. Some of them actually come through from Wales, the Dibs ones in the collection. Good for indoors as well as outdoors. This is going to take the world by storm. I really think it is a very interesting development for begonias.
1.
But finally, at number 1, we've got Camellia Femme Fatale. From the moment I saw this in the new product showcase, I was in love. It's one of the biggest flowered camellias I've ever seen. It has dark, almost kind of ruby red foliage as well, and bi-colour marbling in the flowers as well. Really, really gorgeous. Can't wait to tell you where to buy it. So that concludes my chart of the top plants at the IPM Essen trade event. I hope you'll join me and Ellen next week when we've got a really good interview with... Who's it with? Let me tell you. Let me delve into our magical little shared spreadsheet. Next week's interview is... It's a good one. It's with Megan, and she's talking about carnivorous plants. She's one of the most ambitious young people I've met for a while. She works at Perrywood, but on the side, she is growing, writing about, and basically sharing her love of everything carnivorous. So tune in then. Thanks for joining. Have a great holiday. That's what you should take from me. Thanks. Bye.
Hi everyone, hope you're all doing great. It's Ellen Mary here. As Michael said, we're doing our gossips separately this week because we are both away. And Michael's done his top 10 plants from IPM Essen. And I had to kind of have a little think about what I could talk about that would be of interest at this time of year, having not gone over to Germany and seen all the amazing plants over there. But I have just been getting my green fingers going, or green thumb for those of you, depending wherever you are in the world, on a Wabi Kusa project. So if you haven't heard of Wabi Kusa before, Wabi means something that's kind of aesthetically pleasing but imperfectly beautiful, but natural. And Kusa means grass, but sometimes that's translated as plant. So there's not like a translation that's completely literally perfect, but it basically means something that's natural, that's kind of plant-based, imperfect, but perfect also because it looks beautiful, if that makes any sense. So Wabi Kusa is basically like a ball of substrate, and then you plant plants into the ball, aquatic plants mainly, and it grows into just something imperfectly beautiful and green and natural. So I got myself a Wabi Kusa container. It's grey, kind of marble-like. It's not very big at all, but it looks really, really stylish. And I'd seen this on Studio Aquatica's website maybe 2 or 3 years ago. And then they sold out. And I couldn't get my hands on one again until literally a couple of months ago, when they happened to post that they knew somebody who had just a couple in stock. And I managed to get my hands on one, so I was really excited. And then I bought some aquatic plants and some moss as well. And then you soak the substrate ball and then cover it in moss, and you get some kind of tie, so that keeps it on and the moss grows over the tie so you can't see it. And then you very carefully plant your plants into the substrate ball. And so it was really interesting doing it because you want to make it look beautiful, but also it's okay for it to be imperfectly beautiful, so it doesn't have to be perfect. You want to let it naturally do what it wants to do. So I had bought one aquatic plant that was way too big for the substrate ball. So I decided, because I had some pothos cuttings, I was going to use some of those in replacement of that plant. So I don't really know how that's going to go, but just like a garden, it evolves, doesn't it? And sometimes things thrive and sometimes they don't, and then you switch plants around. And so I'm kind of really looking forward to that. So the plants are in the substrate ball, and then the substrate ball is placed into this container which is filled with water, and it just sits on the side, and it looks so pretty and beautiful, and I can't wait to see how that grows. So that's Wabi Kusa for you. There's different places that you can buy a substrate ball from and aquatic plants. We actually done a podcast with Scaped Nature, who are based in Norwich. You can check them out online or go into store. Loads of information and advice and all the things that you would need to not just do a small project like a Wabi Kusa, but also a bigger aquascape as well, which aquascaping is definitely becoming a much bigger thing, and it's really, really cool. So Wabi Kusa can be kind of crazy, beautiful. You can make it look perfect if you want. I mean, it's up to you. But there's something just really quite fascinating about them, and I'm sitting here now staring at it as I'm talking to you at the same time, and it's just quite fascinating to watch. I kind of can't take my eyes off it, which is really good. So there you go. Wabi Kusa, check it out. It's a nice little project before spring really kicks off and everyone's starting to frantically sow seeds. So we'll be back next week. We've got another great episode coming for you and gossip with us both together again. Brought to you with Lava Light. Derived from volcanic deposits, Lava Light can help you to nourish and protect your plants all year round. The collection comprises of 8 different horticultural growing media and pest control products. Look out for their colourful packs either online and in your local gardening stores.
The music for the Plant-Based podcast is part of the song Grow by Mikey James, and our editor is Gareth Patch of Semi Echo.